Hi, my name is Prem Kumar, CEO and co-founder of Humanly. I'm really excited to be chatting with you all today. Our team brings deep experience at companies like Microsoft and Tiny Pulse in the HR technology and talent acquisition technology spaces, and we're really excited to bring equity and efficiency to high volume hiring. How do we do this? What is Humanly? We're really focused on those direct conversations our customers are having with their job candidates. So Humanly empowers hiring teams to be better at those direct conversations that are human driven while helping automate the ones that we feel should not continue to be human driven. What problem is Humanly solving? So the first is around time savings. So we find that in these high volume entry to mid-level roles, so support, sales, operations, entry level campus recruiting, where you're getting hundreds of resumes, an exorbitant amount of time is being spent in screening candidates and scheduling and answering their questions. Oftentimes it might take a week before they get to a person to answer their questions. We feel that a lot of those conversations and back and forth should be automated. The other stat here is not only are 64 hours being spent per role in repetitive tasks that can be automated, and that goes up with higher volume, but candidates right now not only are having bad experiences in these high volume roles, but 72% of them are sharing that experience and that sentiment online. And we live in a world where employer brand is brand. Companies like Virgin Media claim to lose $5 million a year because negative candidate experiences cause candidates to go to other of their competitors. So your candidates can be your best customers in a lot of ways too. So how do we save that time and how do we create a better overall candidate experience? The first step is screening. So we have chats that are trained on a set of data to ask the right question to the right candidate in the right market at the right time. They'll even adjust in tone if it's a professional services company versus a startup. So we will screen them through these chats, and this doesn't change your existing process. So when candidates come in after they get into your ATS, we can automate messages from SuccessFactors, for instance, to push them into this next step. We're now taking that list of 300 candidates, making it smaller, making it 20, scheduling those 20, and keeping in touch with those silver medalist candidates. So we've saved a bunch of time. What happens next? Candidates are now coming into the interview. Many times this first step is done via Zoom, Google Meets, Microsoft Teams. Our tool will sit in on the interview. It'll save you time by taking notes, putting them into the applicant tracking system, and will also provide feedback back to your hiring team. So directors of talent can see, hey, are we sticking to script? Are we treating different candidates differently? This stat really blew me away. So for one of our customers, we found that junior female candidates were getting 7 minutes less to speak than their male counterparts. We're working with a PhD of linguistics, looking at things like interruptions, talk time. This was then corrected with that Humanly data, and we're glad to see that. But it really jumped out. With Humanly, we're able to measure a lot of things that might seem simple, like words per minute. But when you're talking over 150 words per minute, it really disadvantages candidates, especially if English is a second language. Cognition goes down. We measure things like sentiment. So what topics are really resonating with your candidates, which ones aren't. You can even put in custom markers. So if you want to find out what percent of my candidates are bringing up our Glassdoor reviews, and is it in a positive light or negative? What percent are bringing up COVID? So Humanly helps measure those things and then helps you build an action plan to correct them. We're really excited to be getting in the store with SAP SuccessFactors very shortly. Our integrations put data directly into SuccessFactors so that you don't have to sign into multiple different tools. We've been making a strong impact with our current set of customers and looking to grow as fast as possible. Here's a highlight of a few of them here. Let me know if you have any questions. You can point your camera at that QR code to talk to one of our chats and schedule time directly with me, or you can send me an email. Thank you so much for your time.